Hey, my friends, it's Big Stu here. Another shout out to all my buddies. Hey, this is my new shirt, Black Panther shirt from the last box, which was the feels kind of big on me. Um, Maybe it'll shrink a little bit. It's big in the arms actually. Um, but this is the design. Panther face in the background, head, and then you got the Black Panther body going sideways or whatever. Anyways, so I'm not doing that very well, I know. But this was in the last box, the Loot Crate box. The only really good thing about that box that I liked. But anyways, this video here, let me grab this and little gorilla camera here up close. Anyways, this video here is going to be talking about a little bit of Legos, and I had picked up the Batman Legos, and let me see if I can kind of show you over here a little bit and bring it a little closer. And also, I picked up. I'm not doing this very well. So maybe from here you can see a little bit. So I picked up a handful of the Batman figures. I watched the video and I'll get you closer to each one here. Okay, that's Batman in his Speedos. And then next to him is Black Canary. And then you have the Joker, Beach Joker. And you have the Harley Quinn. At the end of the movie and during the credits, they were all singing and everything. And then you have Dr. Phosphorus, I think, radioactive guy. And then you have from the old TV show Superpowers, the Wonder Twins, Jin and Zan, I believe it is. Then we have Batgirl, Beach Batgirl, Dr. Hugo Strange, there, the professor, Mothman, Vulcan, I believe is his name, used to be kind of not quite Black Lightning. I get him confused, but I believe he's Vulcan. And then of course you have Bat Fan, which I don't really remember who that is. Then you had Jor-El, and then you also had Zod, all both from the Christopher Reeve Superman style movie. And then you had Apache Chief and Clock King. Kind of give you a view here a little bit. Anyways, so I had picked them up, and I had saw a video on YouTube about recognizing them. I do horrible when it comes to these things. I mean, I'll feel and feel and feel, and I'll be, oh, I know what this is. I'll feel for another 30 seconds. Now I'm thinking it's two or three other characters, and I'm totally confused. I'd be a horrible uh, um, blind person. If I had to rely on my fingertips for Braille, I'd be a mess. Anyways, and so what I did was I'm kind of moving around here a little bit. So anyways, and so what I did was I watched this video and I was spot on. Every one of these I felt and I got them. I got them at certain times. I got like four at a time, two at a time, three at a time. And I was able to figure out exactly first time ever been able to figure out everything without getting one single double. So I was very proud of myself. Yay. And as far as that goes, I did pick up also the Black Panther. After I saw the movie, I was inspired. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better. Sorry. I was inspired to pick this up. So it was on sale at Target, I think like $15 or something. So it wasn't that much. And then I had already picked up here, I'll show you, the other Black Panther car. And that was like a $30 one, but I ended up getting that on sale. More for, I guess it was around 20 $22, I think it was. I got there. So I apologize if this is all wibble wobbly, timey wobbly. Another thing I picked up of interest, I'm going to try to change it around. And I picked up this bag, guy, and it's a little doggy. It's oversized. But my intentions is to turn it into oh, I can't remember his name now, from the Inhumans, the dog that teleports everybody, and I cannot remember his name. But with a few little bit of twinking, I know he's a Saint Bernard. This is more kind of a pug looking dog, but it's going to be close enough that I think I can change it into um Crystal's dog that teleports everybody. And I think in my mixture of things, I might have a Black Bolt, some of the Inhumans. If not, when I go to MegaCon in a couple months, I will look for the Inhumans, and as far as that goes. Now, another thing down here, I have lots of people I have to go through, and let me see if I can show that to you down here. Hopefully, you can see this. And I have all kinds of people here and all. So that's a bunch of my people I've been doing. Trying to lay this down and hold the phone. A bunch of people that I've been I picked up to move things around, and yet it got messed up again and all. So my room, I've shown some of that before. Um, is a little bit of a mess and everything. So I'm just kind of giving you a quick view. I'm not really sure how well this is, but some of you have seen this before. Most recent thing I've done was this, and I know I showed this already, and everything. So I have a mess. I did put some plexiglass up here, and I have some figures and so forth. So, anyways, another thing I got that I've been going through that's very interesting. That's been a pretty cool, like Christmas, kind of a blessing from some friends. They gave me a huge, I don't know, 20-gallon container of old Lego parts, mixtures of stuff. I got some of the early dinosaur stuff before Jurassic Park. It might have been some of the dinosaur hunters. Um, I got a pirate ship from before the, I guess it was early 2000s, if I'm guessing. I got some early Star Wars stuff mixed in here. I have pieces to the TIE fighter that came out in the early 2000s, the first wave. And I have some Ewoks in here, a Jar Jar Binks. I am still going through it. The figures are all taken apart, as far as the waist, the lower half and the top half. So I got lots of loose heads everywhere. So it's putting everything together. I am going to need to be cleaning it. Some of it's dusty and so forth because it hasn't been played with in a long time. And the kids were just older and they knew I collected Legos, so they gave it to me. I'm going to go through the pieces too. And in my class, I already have a big container of Legos, but I never have enough. I got tons of kids who want to play Legos, so I will piece out pieces that are safe and everything, and create a couple more buckets for my kids on Legos. Plus, there's so many odd things. So I'm going to show it to you. This is just part of it, and that's my hand. Sorry, this is just part of it, and see if I can show you down here. So you can kind of see a little bit what I have here, and I've got some bases, a little bit of pirate ship, all kinds of pieces here. I mean, tons of people are buried in this. This is just some I put off to the side, but there's just tons of stuff in here to go through. And I also have, give you another view from back here. I also have a about, I guess, three more smaller buckets of that came from all of this. It was so deep and just kept digging into it and just, really couldn't find things, and I'm trying to sort things, and then I'm going to clean them through the washing machine, put some through the tub. I got a lot of pieces with stickers, so I got to pull all those out and get all the tiny pieces so I don't lose those when I try to clean them. So, I mean, it is an ordeal. It takes time to go through it. And cleaning old Legos and things like that is sometimes a pain, but it is well worth it. I mean, it is just exciting to find pieces that I haven't seen in a long time, pieces that they don't even make anymore, as far as shapes and sizes of certain things that's been retired for a very long time. And I don't plan on piecing out or selling it. I just plan on keeping it and using it and everything. And I want to make a Teen Titans Tower eventually as next huge project after my Batman thing is done. I want to do the Titans Tower. I've been getting itching and drawing and sketching it out. And plus, in my town, I can maybe add another floor to some things and build a couple more buildings and all. So, but anyway, so I'm very excited. Now over here, I've had so many pieces, and I really couldn't afford or have the big space to kind of put them in all these little tackle boxes and things as I've seen people do with other Lego pieces. And I don't really right now have the space where I have a big room just to build stuff and put all my pieces and parts and things like that. Most of the time, I'm building things on a couple coffee tables, in front of my chair, watching TV. I'll build a little bit out here in the room, but most of the time, I'm just building in, while I'm watching TV in my, guide room, family room, whatever, and everything. I call this more my man cave, but as far as my room, where I'll build and stuff, and I'll do that. But I bought a bunch of containers and have started storing things, and so you can kind of start seeing some of that down here, and all. So with these more things I've gotten, all of these here, then I'm definitely going to have to probably have at least 1, 2, 3 rows of nothing but containers and pieces and stuff. So as you can see, of course, above me, you can probably see all these posters above my head and my pops and everything else I have up here with the ceiling fan and all. But it goes all the way around as far as all kinds of things in the room and stuff. So I hope I'm not making you too sick. Let me put this back on for a moment and chat with you for a second. And I just knocked that off. So let's get this on here and all. So and then I can talk to you. Anyways, so these are some of the things I plan on doing with my Legos, and also I'm trying to get some things organized. Hopefully, I can figure out what I really need. I'm coming up to MegaCon in a couple months, and I don't want to buy any doubles accidentally. They do have a lot of variations at times of the same characters. They've been a little tweaked a little bit. And if it's not that much different, I don't want to just buy another Angel. I did buy this Chrome Angel last time, so he was worth it because he was Chrome. But I had a very similar Angel the previous year, and all, but he wasn't, it was Chrome, it was nice, so I didn't mind buying a double of that. But sometimes you can buy an extra. You start looking at hundreds of Legos that are some knockoff, some are just been repainted, they're custom, and but after a while you're thinking, do I have this one? Did I have this one? And so forth. And I remember last year I went and I came home and I thought I had bought some ones that I was excited about, and I never bought them. I thought I had them in my hand, and it was the Teen Titans. I had only bought some of them. Beast Boy, my favorite Titan, I did not buy him, but I went back later on this summer to came across another convention in Metropolis, Illinois, and they're doing a big town celebration for Superman, and they had a big Lego guy there, and I was able to finally get the ones that I thought I had gotten a few. There was a few of the new Suicide Squad movies. I was missing a couple from there. I think two from there, and then a couple of the Teen Titans. But I had seen them all at MegaCon. I just thought I had grabbed them and put them in my bag. And part of the reasons too is you're holding them, you're saving some, you're trying to decide what you want, and you're seeing everything. Then you're coming back buying some more, and and I go and look around at another one and see who has the best deals. And before you know it, you're kind of confused. Did I really buy this, or and you're trying to pair things up and all. So I'm trying to be a little bit more organized this time. I don't need as much. I really have almost everything up to this point that they made. I know every year they're always adding new stuff, new characters and things and stuff. So, but I hopefully to get some some different things, not wanting to buy anything extra. Of course, if I buy something extra, then I can always find a place for them anyways, and a different scene set up and all. So I have plenty of sets and different things going on anyway. So that's not a big deal, but I try not to waste my money on buying doubles when I could be buying something new or something extra and everything. Um, the so that's what I plan on doing. That's my latest project as far as Legos go. And the thing I love about my Lego project is I'm never done. I'm always doing something, and it's always a mess out here. And I'll straighten up, move it, and then I'll get into the mood sometimes, and I'll spend 3, 4 days immersed in it, and then I'll need a break, and then I'll build some brand new sets that I buy, and I'll just kind of place them out, and then I'll be spending, I'll need a week or two off, and then I'll be jumping into it again and working on backgrounds and things like that. So another cool thing I got in this box down here from my friends was a bunch of base plates, different sizes and all. So that's going to be really cool, and making some more shops and things like that in my town. Another thing I'm excited about, I'm really excited about some upcoming sets. I do plan on getting in March. One of the things I've been saving up slowly for is spring break. It's around $60. I want the Batman rocket ship. I know it's totally ridiculous, but you know, I want to have the Batman rocket ship in my bat cave because it is so cool to have. Anyway, so I plan on picking up that set when I go on spring break into March. And then upcoming or early April is going to be releasing the new Marvel superheroes from the new movie or the Avengers. First Thanos, and one of the sets they have is going to be around $100. I'll be saving up for, and that is Doctor Strange's Inner Sanctum building, and then of course the other side of it is supposed to be like Peter Parker's home apartment or something, I guess, kind of above a little pizza parlor, from my understanding. They're connected, but they can be turned as a corner. I'll probably most likely separate them. I'm having them as two different, separate buildings, and build them up and make them a little wider. They don't look as wide. They have a bunch of little compartments that people can be in, little rooms, but they need to be a little deeper. So I'll probably make them a little deeper anyways and add a few more things to it myself, to the rooms. And I like taking existing sets and tweaking it and making it. I don't make so many things, my own mocks, totally from ground up. I will do some big things. Titan's Tower will be that way. My Avengers Tower here, um, that I've done, but but a bunch of other sets I will just make them bigger. I like buying the. I really can't afford the big, huge, as of now, the big, huge $150, $175, $200 um, little city town um, apartment buildings and restaurants and things that they put out in the Lego store catalog. And so I get the creator ones. Those are smaller. They range between $30 to $50, sometimes $60. But they're not as tall, so I will beef those up to try to beef those up to 3 stories. So so when I get some of the other ones, they'll be in scale, because most of those $150 sets, $175 sets are about a foot high, sometimes a little over a foot high. They're almost like 3 stories. And so I make sure all my other ones are kind of built up to 3 stories and everything. So, but the Doctor Strange is going to be great as part of more buildings in my town. I never get enough buildings. There's Legos always makes cars and ships because that's playable for kids, but it's harder to get buildings. And when I get the creator buildings, at times I'll buy a couple of them and I'll tweak them around, change them. Um, and in some cases, and even add to it, create my own, starting off with their model, but then I'll add more things to it and personalize it. So I really love what they've done with the creator. It almost gives you like a cheaper town that you can build, or a city that you can build on a cheaper level without having to spend $150 a pop and everything. And so even if you bought $30 or $40 two of the same ones and built them two different ways, so I mean that's still very affordable as far as that goes. I do plan on getting all the Avengers line, but I will go that slowly. I'm really excited about it, but it's going to be out there, so it's going to be excuse me, other stuff that's going to be clearancing out to make room for the new wave of the Avengers stuff. So I'll keep an eye on some of the other Batman stuff, some of the other Marvel stuff that might be moving aside, and that I'm not, not really dying to get right now, but the prices come down, I'd be glad to pick them up. Um, have my eye on the Hulk. I'm eventually getting that. I don't need the Hulk cars, smashing into each other. But I have a red Hulk, I have a green Hulk, gray Hulk, so forth. But the only Hulk in that whole series I do not have is a red She-Hulk. So I do have the green She-Hulk that I had custom made that looks really good. So the only thing I really need out of that whole set is just one figure, and I don't want to pay $40, $50 for a set for one little tiny figure. So, but if that comes down more and I can use those pieces for other things, excuse me, and then I will, be worth getting those type of sets before they're clearanced out and everything. So, but I was very happy and very happy with the Batmans. The Batman minifigs, um, just by taking my time filling them and so forth, and so I was very happy I did not get any doubles at all. There was 20 in that set, and I picked up 16. There's four figures I'm not interested in at the time. I might come across them later on, or if I, but right now the only four figures I did not want was a two of them were Alfred. One was Alfred at the beach. Then there was a Robin at the beach. I didn't really care for that. And then there was also a Batman mermaid, which is totally stupid. And the only thing I would get out of that was just the mermaid bottom half, and use that for something in my Aquaman series, and put another female top on it or whatever. I would not use it as Batman, obviously, but it has a cool black um, fin, I guess you would say, bottom half of the mermaid. Um, but anyway, so maybe down the road I would get those as they're cheaper. But there was four of them I didn't really care, and the other one was an Alfred with in all white like that Poison Ivy. I mean, like the Harley Quinn was, where they're rocking out during the closing credits of the Batman movie. So, but I think this is going to be it for the Batman series. The next series that they're doing, I think it's April or May, is going to be a lot of people in costumes. You got a boy and a girl in a brick costume. You got a guy, I think, in a dragon costume. It's a lot of costumes, people in costumes, and not necessarily Halloween costumes like they did that Halloween series. So that will be excited about that, and it looks like a lot of cool. That looks like it'd be pretty easy to feel what those are because there are a lot of unique things. There's very few things that are very similar. The boy and the girl Lego brick costume, is kind of similar. There's a guy in a car, you know, um, like car piece, and he's like a car costume. So that's very cool. So they have some really cool and unique things coming out in the minifigures, and I'm hoping we're going to get. Rumors are, I've seen the artwork, but not actual the bricks produced of the second series of Disney, and hopefully we'll get Disney either at the end of this year or first series in 2019. But that'd be very cool. Another neat thing that I want to pick up is I never picked up the bad um, Bruce Wayne's Manor. And I have an old series up here. Let me try to show you way up here. And old series of Batman here, if you can kind of see it. And you have just a little bit of the tower, the clock where you go down and so forth. So that's really all I have actually the um, of the Bruce Wayne Manor. Of course, they have one for almost $250 or $300. It's where Joker has changed it all up. And so I know some people were buying that and then not taking it apart and tweaking it and just leaving it as a regular Wayne Manor. But I did see that Jurassic Park is putting out some sort of manor with the dinosaurs, and that's going to be like $120 or something, but it will come on sale. And so I figured I'm going to get that and tweak that and turn that into my Bruce Wayne Manor, that will sit above my Batcave and everything. So so I'm excited at least about that big huge building that I think I can work with that and I can change that instead of spending almost $300 on this big Batman set and all. So I'm a teacher, not wealthy, um, and my wife would probably kill me if I spent that much money on a Lego set. And but anyway, but to me, instead of spending $200 on a Lego set, I can get many other sets, for that same price. And so I find it really hard to, I'm not that, wealthy where I can just jump in and buy all those sets. I would love to, but I haven't found the winning lottery ticket yet. So I haven't been able to just buy all the Legos I want in the world. But anyway, so I'll work on that and tweak that and everything, and I think that'd be a neat set coming out this year. There's a lot of cool stuff, some more Batman stuff and all. Some of the Batman stuff I'm interested, some I'm not. I'm not excited about this last run of everything. I'm not happy with the Harley Quinn Cannonball, the building little set that comes with it. I'm more excited about, and Gentleman Ghost, but I'm pretty sure I can get Gentleman Ghost probably at MegaCon. Usually any character that's out already, it gets tweaked and it's already being ripped off and been customized, and I'll probably have it better than what Lego has it made as it is. So there's some of those characters that I'll be able to get and that I don't have yet. So I'm hoping for a better Thanos. I'm not really thrilled about the Thanos figure himself that Lego's producing. A little too kiddie. So I'm hoping that they'll have a little more mature comic based paint job on the existing Lego Thanos. I can get custom, so that'd be very cool, and that's one of the things I'm looking for at MegaCon 2 this year, and a few extra different costumes of Spidey and everything that I want to get. Um, but anyways, but besides that, I mean, Legos is just exciting because there's so much stuff coming out, and constantly there's things coming out, and there's things that always can be tweaked. And what I always buy is usually superheroes and Lego City because I like building the town stuff, and I like having the superheroes in the town. And sometimes I'll do a few small Star Wars sets off to the side or something, but mostly that's my niche. I got all the turtles sets and everything, and then I have them below in the sewers below my town. But but I did pick up all the turtles when they came out, and a few years ago, of the movie and then the cartoon series it was based off of. But anyways, and there's a few pops I'll be picking up, and everything. So, but really, this is just more about um, Legos and everything. So I just wanted to share that. It's been almost 30 minutes, but I wanted to show you the big container stuff I get. You probably, could see in the video some different things maybe you recognize. Some of the neat things is some of the pieces I remember is when I was younger, when my son was a child, or much younger. He's 21 now, and but in early 2000s, when we were buying different sets, and I was buying when my son was born, I started buying a bunch of Legos here and there, left and right. After Christmas in January, everything went on clearance. For the first 2 3 years, I mean, he was way too young to even build anything. I was already by the time he was 5, we got him in the Duplos and things like that. No, but by the time he was 5, I already had, I think, 6 of the 17 storage gallon containers with just all kinds of stuff from the early Western series, from the space stuff, from a bunch of Star Wars stuff, which came out in 2000, early 2000s, and anything I could find that was on sale on clearance. I bought and put away. So I had whole kinds of mixture of stuff because I didn't have complete whole runs. The Cowboys I had the complete runs of, the Pirates I did. So I wasn't sure what he really would like. And at that time there wasn't really the superheroes. You had the some of the Spider-Mans. I had those. Um, with Green Goblin and Tobey Maguire, and then the Spider-Man 2 with Doctor Octopus. I had those sets kind of for myself too, and so we have those. I still have them, and but then bought some dinosaur stuff here and there, Indiana Jones, all this type of stuff, and so when he got old enough for it. It was like Christmas for him. He picked what he liked and what we didn't like, and some of the stuff I sold on eBay. And that's when I realized how much Lego goes for, especially around the country and or around the world, I guess, because I shipped overseas, so some things overseas to Canada and to over in Europe, several things, but most of the stuff went in just in America. And but it was just crazy what people were paying for unopened boxes that were only 5 years old that had been retired, and so that was pretty crazy. And we had all the Harry Potters and everything. So, so it was just crazy. Then during those days, I wasn't really into building my own sets. Extra pieces I didn't care about, we put them in a bag, didn't really care. And then I ended up selling some to a friend, all these extra mixed pieces and stuff. And he was just like crazy about it, this and that. I can do this with that and all this stuff. And I didn't really see it. I wasn't at that time, I wasn't that interested in it. And so now getting all these pieces, I'm at that level now that I'm building, creating my own things, adding things to existing sets to make something taller or bigger or another floor, or personalizing something. So now I'm at that end where I'm excited to have all kinds of different crazy pieces and everything. So, and also when we go to Legoland, we have season passes. So we go to Legoland. I always will buy a couple bags of bricks and like this bag here, and you can just on the wall. There's a whole bunch of them, and you fill up the bag. And usually, I fill up the bag. It's about $10, and so I'll usually I'll go after certain things. I'll go after grays of certain shapes, and that's all I'll get that trip. Next time I'll go after blacks with certain shapes, and I'll try to do that. Or if I know specifically I'm needing something that I needed to build, and and then I'll go after those particular colors that I need. Otherwise, I'm just building up inventory of things that I know that I'll eventually need for building size of bricks, 2x2s, 2x4s, 2x6s, and those types of things, eights and all, and then try to find certain colors and all that I bring them back and I can put them all together in one area and stuff. I try to go color coordinated as I go. But anyway, so I'll be heading, probably spring break in March back to Legoland again and seeing what they got and all too. But anyways, I've not heard anything on Ant-Man and Wasp sets. Usually Marvel or Lego for Marvel puts out at least 2 sets to a movie. Black Panther, they did 2 sets. Spider-Man had 2 sets. Homecoming. And Doctor Strange only had the 1 set. And then Guardians Galaxy, I think, has had about 4 sets. The first movie, maybe 4. And I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4. And then the second series, I think they did 3 maybe. I didn't get the Milana ship because I got it the first one in the first movie, and it was a much bigger ship anyways. And I ended up getting that ship on clearance for $20. It was like an $80 set, and I got it at Walmart for $20 on clearance. So I was very happy with that when I came across that one. And so, but I just picked up, the new Guardians Galaxy. I just picked up some of the smaller sets that had some new people that you couldn't get, that they didn't have out for the first series and everything. But anyways, but I've not heard anything for Ant-Man because the first Ant-Man they only put out 1 set. So hopefully they will announce after the first wave of April stuff, Avengers come out, that they're going to show that they're putting out another Ant-Man set, and hopefully they'll do that, Ant-Man Wasp and everything, because they're not in any of the Avenger sets, those characters. So I'm assuming maybe they're waiting for their own set in when their movie comes out, because there will be another wave coming out around probably June. This wave's come out in April, then May, then probably June's the next wave. Every couple months, they put out a new wave of some things for Legos. But anyways, but that's it. I hope you didn't think I rambled along too much, and I just kind of showing you a little bit what I've been doing and so forth in the middle of. And so my next video probably that you'll see, hopefully it'll be next week ready. For next week will be the Marvel Collector Core Animal Instinct, I believe it is again. And that's going to have something to do with Black Panther, other animals, a Howard the Duck, some different types of animals. And I just remembered the dog for the Inhumans that teleports is Lockjaw. So Lockjaw's a dog finally came to me and everything. But anyway, so that when that comes in, then that's be my next video. And then of course March, I will be having the Star Wars, which is indoor, which we're all associating with Ewoks, but I'm hoping we can associate it with speeder bikes would be cool. Coming out in March, and then of course DC's box is going to be the Green Lanterns. So that'd be really cool. There's been nothing now, no really hints yet what the figures are. They haven't released what the pop's going to be or any items at all. Been very vague about it, and maybe when it gets closer, we'll find out. And really, this Animal Instinct Marvel box, there wasn't really anything released from that box either. Usually up front, they'll show you what one pop is, and you'll know automatically that's what you're getting. And this time they didn't do it, and they're not showing it with Star Wars either. So, they're being a little bit more, keeping things more to the vest, a little bit more of a surprise before you get anything or see anything, ahead of time. So I guess they have enough people already subscribing, and they're not trying to get anybody new in right now, so they don't need to advertise extra by revealing, what they have. and stuff. So I know that there's another box I'm looking forward to checking out. I haven't ordered it. I ordered the first one was the Batman box, and by Culture something and Culture Fly maybe, and they put out a Wonder Woman box after that, and I did not like the statue of the Wonder Woman. The head did not seem right for the body, and it was some cool things in there. It just didn't seem like I wanted that. And the first one had a Batman statue, was cool, but the Wonder Woman didn't. Now this new one is going to be Justice League themed, so I haven't seen what the statue is yet in there. But from what I understand, one of the unique things that they put out every time is going to be a little mini statue, like a 6 inch, 7 inch little statue, so that they're all in the same size of each other and stuff. So, but the Wonder Woman just looked too odd. The head looked horrible. It looked like it was too small for the body, and I just couldn't get over it. It just looked too odd. And I checked it out on a couple of people unboxing videos, and it still looked odd. So it wasn't just the pictures that I saw. So because I wasn't happy with the figure, that's the main thing to buy it. That's why I skipped the Wonder Woman. And anyways, and thinking, well, maybe it'll come out as a discount down the road, and maybe it might be worth it later. So I'm still not sure about this. It's comic book related. I love DC, and it's a quarterly box, so they only come out 4 times a year. So I'm curious to see, what they have for Justice League and so forth. It'd be something I would love to get behind and do. But again, I just have to see what quality, what stuff that they put out in it. But anyways, this video's gone on way too long. I apologize. And so I will catch you later, my friends. And I know I'm a little bit low key. I'm a little tired. Long day. And so I hope I wasn't too monotone or made you too sick looking around at everything in the room. But it gave you a little bit of an update what I've been doing, what's going on in the room too. So, anyways, I'll catch you later. Big Stew friends. Catch you later. Thanks. Bye.